So Thanksgiving is over in the United States, and that of course means that the holidays are upon us. And you might be wondering, is this going to affect how your ex feels about you? The answer is yes, but is it going to affect it in a positive way or a negative way? And the answer to that is what we're going to be discussing in this video. Hey there, this is Clay, and once again, we are talking about how the holiday is going to affect the process of breakups, of getting back together, of maybe how your ex is feeling or what they're thinking or things of that nature. In the past video, we did talk about the holiday expectation effect. Just to quickly summarize that, yes, the holiday season will have an influence on how your ex perceives you and also on how you behave as well too. Even if you are not particularly a religious person, or even if you don't celebrate Christmas, or you're not Christian or anything like that, as long as you're living in some sort of Western country where Christmas is kind of a big deal, then this will have an influence on the two of you, because there's so much just cultural input that says, hey, this is the time of year to have these cozy memories, this is the time of year to spend with the people that you love, this is obviously also the end of the year, so you're probably also feeling nostalgic and sentimental as well too. How does this affect your ex? They probably will be feeling this kind of pressure from the time, from the culture, from just things that they're seeing. They're going out to buy things at the store and they see all the decorations, they get all the messaging, the ads, the commercials and everything that say, yeah, you should be shopping, you should be buying things, all that sort of stuff. They very well could be feeling this urge to spend the holiday season with somebody, okay? And that is to say, this is where kind of the big wedge happens, where it's like, okay, it could go this way or it could go that way. And that is the big factor of whether or not they are in a rebound relationship, or whether they're in a relationship with someone new, or whether they're dating someone new. Now, if they're not dating somebody new, you very well might be able to take advantage of this and leverage this whole dynamic to your benefit by basically riding this holiday wave into, getting back together with them, or at least being in a better place with them. They may start to feel sentimental about how things are between the two of you. They might start to wish that they, had some sort of connection with you, or with somebody. And, if you have a reasonably good connection with them, you might be able to ride this wave towards maybe getting back together, or possibly even just getting into a better place so that you can start 2024 in a better position when it comes to the connection between the two of you. And by the way, if you like this video, it does help us out if you hit the thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. This is one thing that you can do to help out a small channel like ours. This obviously is something that you can leverage to your advantage. The main danger with this is you might start to move too fast based off of the emotional connection that you've built between the two of you. That is to say, it might seem like things are going great, so you just decide, okay, I'm going to make the most of this, and I'm gonna, ride this pony until it doesn't go any further, as one of my clients said the other day. By all means, go ahead and see where you can take things, but just make sure that you're building an actual emotional foundation underneath the two of you by focusing in on the basic stuff that we've been talking about on this channel for ages now, advanced relational skills, emotional connection, things of that nature. I want you to please make sure that you're remembering to do this. This is obviously very important. In the same way that you don't want to end up as a friend with benefits by only focusing on the romantic or physical connection between the two of you, you also want to make sure that you're not just setting yourself up for a big letdown come the new year, when the whole holiday expectation effect sort of fades away, and maybe a lot of the things that you have built with one another, all of the memories, all of the time that you've spent, is just built on, hey, isn't this a magical time of year? And you haven't gone through the process of building that emotional connection. Very, very, very important stuff. On the other side of the coin is the possibility that your ex might be seeing somebody else, right? They could be in a rebound relationship or something like that. I just want to let you know that optically, things might not look so good over this next month or so. If somebody is in a rebound relationship, they're very unlikely to end that relationship during the holiday season, regardless of whatever they are feeling, regardless of whether the relationship is wonderful or whether it's not good. The reason for this is that nobody wants to be the jerk that dumped somebody right before Christmas, okay? Nobody wants to go down and be remembered that way. Probably just white knuckle it through the end of the year, or at least December 25th, and then things will shake out however they shake out at that point in time. But basically, the whole holiday expectation effect could keep them together through this period of time, but after the holiday season is over, the connection will revert down to where it organically is, based off of how the two of them actually connect, how them get along, etc. Now, that doesn't mean that you should just, turn away, hunker down and just prepare for some awful experience whatsoever. Just don't expect something magical to happen during this period of time where, they miraculously break up with their rebound and they get back together with you, and, lo and behold, it's a Christmas miracle. Could something like that happen? Yeah, of course it could, but is it likely to happen? This time of year, it is less likely that something like that is going to happen. So just understand that. Don't put too much stock into what you see on social media when it comes to their rebound relationship as well, too. Social media is where people put up a curated version of their life. They put up the way that they, want people to think of them. They put up their best foot forward. And so nobody's going to get on social media and say like, oh, hey, yeah, me and my partner had another fight. This is such a hard time. I can't believe, very few people are going to do that. Maybe certain people are, but most regular people aren't going to do that. They're going to smile and grin for the camera, just like probably most of us would in such a situation. So don't put too much stock on it. If it seems like everything's going swimmingly perfectly for them and their rebound, or them in their life, or anything like that, just know that that's not always the case. In fact, regardless of whether or not they're in a rebound or not, they very well may be going through what we call an invisible process. There are going to be things that they go through. There are going to be things that they experience that you and I may never be clued in on entirely, but it doesn't mean that it's not happening. If they're not contacting you, you might be tempted to say, oh, look, no messages are coming in, no phone calls are coming in, we're not communicating, therefore they must not care. But that is only one side of the story. The truth of the matter may be entirely different. That is to say, they might miss you a lot. They might be thinking of contacting you. They might be picking up their phone and perhaps typing up a draft message intending to send it to you, but maybe they think twice and they say, maybe I won't send that right now. You don't know. I've experienced this invisible process when I was getting back together with my big ex from the past. I know a lot of people have also experienced the invisible process as well too. So just understand that regardless of how things may optically seem, it's not always an objective, mutually agreed upon version of reality. They might very well be missing you very deeply. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've had some sort of conversation with someone where they said, oh, I thought they just moved on and didn't care, but then, somehow they get back in communication with one another, they talk, or they bump into each other in public or something, and they're just shocked to hear their ex says, hey, I thought about you every day. I missed you so much. I'm so glad we were able to start connecting like this again. It's happened so many times, so please don't write this off. If your ex is not in a great place with you, or if they are in a rebound relationship right now, just know that now is a good time to be building the emotional connection in a lot of the same ways that we've talked about before. Focus in on building that bond with them based off of rapport, based off of rewarding and relating, etc., and do it in a low pressure sort of way. Now, the holidays often will carry with them a very elevated level of pressure and expectation that could be perceived by them as romantic pressure. Okay, now this is obviously not necessarily you pressuring them, you saying, hey, look, there's a mistletoe above me. Let's kiss. Let's get back together. You're hopefully not saying something like that. But they might be feeling this amount of pressure anyway, just due to the nature of the season, just due to the pressure and expectation that says, hey, this is the time of year when you should be, experiencing these warm, cozy moments with people that you care about, and you should be getting close with them, and you should be sipping hot cocoa by the fire, and, having all these warm memories. So please know that that is something that is going to be in effect. And of course, the most important thing through all of this is understanding how the holiday expectation effect is going to influence you. Okay, so up next, I want you to watch this video that we published recently on how the holiday expectation effect will influence you. Please watch this so that you can avoid sabotaging your own progress as you move forward into this holiday season, because the last thing I want you to do is to have a major setback because of it. And with that being said, thanks so much, take care, and I'll talk to you next time.